Welcome to Wicked Binge, your home for great cinema and television, because we love your favorite movies and shows too. With Andrew Lincoln set to exit The Walking Dead in the upcoming 9th season, it looks like Daryl will be stepping up to the #1 spot on the show. With AMC's $20 million deal put on the table in front of Norman Reedus, it goes without saying that we will be seeing a lot more of Daryl Dixon. Having already gone through 8 seasons, it's crazy to look back at everything the group has gone through, especially since Daryl has been right there, front and center, cleaning up messes for the group with his rural badass attitude. Well, except for the time his temper got Glenn killed, but we'll give him a pass for that. Hi, I'm Jakob Brubaker with Wicked Binge, and today we're going to be counting down the 10 most badass Daryl Dixon moments from The Walking Dead that prove he is the perfect leader. But before we do, make sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you get notifications whenever we upload. Let's get started. Number 10. Interrogating Randall. In Season 2, Rick and the crew bring a hostage back from the farm after being attacked by another group passing through town. Unsure how many soldiers the new group has or how much firepower they'll be packing, Daryl takes it upon himself to extract the information. Daryl beats the hell out of Randall and even starts removing a scab with a knife. Proving that he's willing to do whatever needs to be done to keep the group safe.
It's a lie!
Number 9. Taking a beating for his family. After the prison falls in Season 4, Daryl partners up with Joe and his merry band of marauders. Unfortunately, it turns out they're far scummier than he initially thought, and the group ambushes Rick, Carl, and Michonne. Before things escalate to inevitable violence, Daryl tells Joe to leave Rick and company alone and instead take out any anger on him.
Take it from me, man.
Showing true loyalty and brass balls, not to mention a brotherhood with Rick.
You're my brother.
Number 8. Shooting Morales. When Morales was in the group way back in Season 1, shows up in Season 8, it's revealed that he's now a savior. With a gun on Rick and the intention of bringing him back to Negan, it's clear that our old Season 1 friend has gone too far. Daryl takes down Morales with his crossbow without a second's hesitation.
Chokehold's illegal!
Number 7. Going after his brother. Daryl was a bit of a loose cannon back in Season 1, and the only person he was loyal to at the time was his brother Merle. Obviously, this arc ended tragically with Merle sacrificing himself in the fight against the governor, but Daryl still tried his best to find and save his brother after Rick handcuffed him to that rooftop in Atlanta. Our earliest encounter with Daryl showed us that underneath his rough, angry exterior was someone willing to go out and try to be the hero. Unfortunately, it didn't have a happy ending. Number 6. Putting down Dale. Another one of the early season group members was Dale, a sweet old man desperate to hang on to civility with a very cruel post-apocalyptic world. Unsurprisingly, he didn't last long, and later seasons would prove that a man of morals like him isn't cut out for such a harsh environment. That said, when Rick couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and put Dale out of his misery, Daryl stepped up to do what had to be done.
Sorry, brother.
Number 5. Fighting Rick. With Rick as top dog since the beginning of the show, Daryl slowly found himself as a second in command of the group. From fighting the governor to surviving the termites to enduring the saviors, Daryl never questioned orders. But in Season 8, he finally put his foot down and his fists up, taking on Rick in a brutal fight over how the savior situation should be handled. Number 4. Taking out Dawn. One of the most emotional moments on The Walking Dead came during the Season 5 mid-season finale, when Officer Dawn possibly unintentionally kills Beth during a standoff in the hospital hallway. After everyone slowly comes out of shock over what they just witnessed, Daryl explodes in anger, quickly delivering swift justice encased within a 9mm bullet.
Who are you?
Negan.
Number 3. Defying Negan. After enduring beatings, isolation, and psychological torture, Daryl is surrounded by Negan's men while attempting an escape. When Negan shows him that all of his soldiers refer to themselves as Negan too, he offers an ultimatum. Daryl must call himself Negan or die. When Daryl refuses, Negan takes a swing at him with Lucille, but to his surprise, our man Daryl doesn't even flinch. And even Negan himself is impressed at what a badass Daryl is. And he should be.
You don't scare easy. I love that.
Number 2. Taking out the tank. When the governor attacked the prison back in Season 4, he had one thing that Negan didn't. Well, aside from the eye patch. And that's a freaking tank. And frankly, nothing shows that someone means business quite like a tank blasting a hole in your front door. Fortunately for Rick's group, they had something better. A Daryl. After taking out several of the governor's soldiers in a number of creative ways, he blows it up by dropping a grenade in it like he's playing some Halo 2 Team Slayer. He even takes out the driver, who was still overwhelmed that his ride had just been totaled.
You know what? Yes, I am.
Number 1. Blowing up the bikers. During one of the first confrontations with the Saviors in Season 6, Daryl, Sasha, and Abraham are disarmed by a ragtag gang of motorcyclists. But, as the bad guys should probably know by now, you shouldn't take your eyes off Daryl. It was obvious from the start that this would make the number 1 spot. After all, there are few things more badass than blowing up an entire biker gang with a rocket launcher. We love Rick. He's a hell of a leader, but let's be real. He's not a blow up an entire biker gang with a rocket launcher leader. Daryl has demonstrated himself time and time again to be a true badass, which is why we're looking forward to him taking charge in Season 8. But what do you think? Are you happy that Daryl is stepping up to the position? Are you upset that Rick is exiting the show? Remember to like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get updates whenever we upload. But most importantly, stay wicked.